Spartans will kick this deep to start us off. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, USC. Just ran away from the defense.
USC, number 25, with the carry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Point after, up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Ball carrier finding open space. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Hard running through a tackle. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Offense makes their way on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Can he take it all the way? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football and where it was headed. Secondary coach has got to be proud.
Here's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Off play action, he's looking to throw, looking to scramble. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's incomplete on the overthrow, just too much on that ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a chip shot from 25 yards out. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Quarterback operating an empty set. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes a quick grab. And bulldozing his way through. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They'll hand it off. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Spartans pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. From the shotgun, drops back. Short throw complete to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. USC offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Breaking free at the 35. You bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen. Both won the Heisman Trophy.
They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Trojans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. The shotgun running play call. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, SC.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score USA 24, Michigan State 14.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to advance on the football.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
They look to throw it here on second down. And this pass is on target. Caught. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to protect the Michigan State quarterback and give him time to make an accurate throw for the first down. And, boy, over the years, especially recently, they've had great quarterback play. Connor Cook, 3 years of starting, outstanding performances. by his Michigan State offense is Kirk Cousins. We saw what he could do when he was at East Lansing and the job he's now doing in the NFL. Even going back to Drew Stanton, who's more of a dual threat guy. Spartans have had really good quarterback play.
And that is another first down for the offense.
Okay, ready?
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
Jackrabbit.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Well, it's a nice job of picking up the first down by this Michigan State running back. And Chris, you think back over the years, think of how many good backs we've seen wear these colors for Michigan State. Going back to Lorenzo White, guys like T.J. Duckett, Le'Veon Bell, Javon Ringer, always a good back in East Lansing.
He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up under the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And looking to throw now on first down. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Out of the gun now on third down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary, trying to extend the play. Gets some space around the 30. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to get
no shot to bring him down. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And the Trojans starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Running right through tacklers. And he stopped just short down at the 2, but an excellent run.
You know, in college football anymore, Chris, you get caught up in the big plays through the passing game. But we're seeing what this back can do when he has room to run. Great acceleration, great speed. I know he gets tackled here at the 2-yard line. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give that young man the football again. Let him get his touchdown.
And the Trojans looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. There's the handoff. And we're able to get him down. Second down and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. A gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Third down, they hand it to a receiver on the jet sweep. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Chris, the design of this play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball's right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he drops it on 4th down.
And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass complete on a crossing route. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Just time enough for one more play in the half. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this away to start the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern California.
Man, it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The short completion of the tight end. Physical run earns the first down.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to give this quarterback enough time to be able to make the right read and throw. And over the years, Chris, Michigan State, that signal caller always seems to be efficient and smart and accurate. We're seeing that again today.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. He's escaping the pocket now. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's the throw deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Back to throw again. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he's tackled after the catch.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him. Well, I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Man, with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now, first and goal.
So often we get caught up in the quarterback and the wide receivers and the skill in this game. This is another example of a nice job by the offensive line, giving the quarterback ample amount of time to be able to evaluate the defense and make a good throw. Good job up front by the big guys.
No gain on the play. It's now second and goal.
Coming up, second down and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Michigan State. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's another strike for this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against the secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And the extra point gets him within 3, 31-28. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kickoff fielded inside the 20. They get him down to the 33 after a solid return. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And there's the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
He's got it. A 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, USC. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
38, Michigan State, 28.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And he drops back in the gun. He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Spartans with 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Makes a quick catch. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. It's 3rd down for the offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
Looking to chuck it again. Makes the grab. Can he get there? The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And that one's straight down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Great, powerful running into the secondary. Comes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today. That's an important first down on that running play. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Finds room at the 30. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. Perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Second down after that previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short, unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Fires it to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Trojans. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Well, there's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception. And what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. first down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. And the Spartans will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking downfield. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Looking to throw it again. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Caught quickly. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. And the quarterback dropping back. Tries the right with a quick throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Pass caught. Can he get in? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
And that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a 4th down conversion with that pass.
Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sparty. Now here comes the point after attempt. And someone moved this a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And they'll set up for the PAT. Here's the snap. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. And now before the kickoff, a timeout is taken by the kicking team here.
Michigan State, 37.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Three guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the league. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. And now the handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining. They've converted one of their 2 fourth down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a third attempt right here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on fourth down, come up with the conversion, keep those sticks moving.
A really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. Well, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.